All right, hi, my name is Robert Ferruolo. I work for Mojo Networks. I'm a TME, and I'm going to talk about a tool that we have for our protocol of our packet capture analysis. Before I start, though, I want to get do a quick poll to try to find out which tools people are using right now. So, how many people are using IPA as their primary tool? IPA, MetaGeek. Few there. How about OmniPeak? More. And Air Magnet? Okay. How about ComView? Tamosoft. ComView. And Wireshark. Everyone, yeah. Right. And last one, CloudShark. Yeah. One person, CloudShark, right back there. Cool. All right. Thanks. Mojo Packets. This is the outline here. We'll do an intro, then we'll do a quick evolution of Mojo Packets, ways to capture and upload, and then a quick look at some of the unique features. So Mojo Packets is really talking about, actually going back to what Sudhir was talking about in terms of trying to simplify things, and that's exactly what the Mojo Packets is about. Staring at packet captures, it's great if you understand the protocols and you're going to go through all the the packet captures, and but that can be very challenging. So what we try to do is with Mojo Packets, do a graphical representation of the conversation between the clients and the APs to make the pattern recognition, because that's ultimately you're looking for patterns, right? You're looking to see how a conversation is either what you expect it to be or not. And so with the graphical analysis, it makes it easy. We also try to make it really easy to capture and upload, which can be challenging sometimes, right? Getting that packet capture and getting it uploaded. So we try to simplify that, and we use some third-party tools, so we'll talk about that. Or you can use the access point. Also, simplifies collaboration. Because it's in the cloud, it's a cloud-based tool, it's really easy to share the capture and have someone else take a quick peek at it. Another one that we just recently added is auto root cause analysis. And that we're really excited about that, because if it is a pattern that you're trying to recognize, machines can recognize patterns, right? So with using machine learning, we can get auto RCA. And of course, it's free. It's completely free, so everyone can sign up. And the bags that we all got on the first day, there's a flyer in there with the URL to sign up. And it's free for a lifetime. It's not like after 6 months you're not going to be able to use it. So please do sign up. I think you'll enjoy it. And you can get your customers to sign up too, of course, and especially customers that don't know much about protocol analysis. This will really help them. I won't go through the evolution here because I won't have time to. Just wanted to point out a couple of things. The ones that I'm excited about myself, because I do a lot of competitive performance testing, single AP, multi-AP, and so on, a ton of it. And so the performance dashboards that we added in 2015, really excited about that. Another one that I'm excited about is the integration for Airtool. That's really nice. So you can get, with Airtool, you can just do a capture and upload directly to Mojo Packets. And then auto packet capture. So we'll show you where if at least if you have a Mojo wireless solution and there's an error detected, you're going to get an auto packet capture, and then the auto root cause analysis. All right, so just to talk about the capturing. So you can capture from an AP, of course. If you have a Mojo solution, you can capture from the AP. And I want to point out that when you're doing this capture from the AP, you have a lot of filters, a lot of things you can do here. You can capture, with the third radio, by the way, we have 3 radio APs, and with the third radio, you're able to capture, say which channels that you want to capture, not the operating channel, but other channels. And you're also able to do wired capture. So going back to what Peter was saying, having both the wired and the wireless can be really helpful. So you're able to do select here, and of course you have a lot of other filters too in types of what type of packets you want to capture. That would be for an AP. Now for a particular client, if you want to initiate a packet capture just from a client, you'd go here and then it would be filtered on that particular client, again with other selections in terms of which packets you want to collect. But here's the one that I think it's really the most exciting one. Here's when there's capturing, it's an auto capture. So if there was a client that had a problem connecting, the system would do the packet capture automatically. Actually, it's already doing the packet capture for all the connections, and when the connection fails for some reason, it saves that packet capture. And then you can go to that packet capture, and if you click here, it would go up into Mojo Packets, into the cloud, so you'd have it. Or you could download it if you wanted to analyze it on some local analyzer, whatever, Wireshark or OmniPeak and such. Now here, talking about third-party tools, this is where you would use the Airtool, and you would just configure it to send the packet capture right up into the cloud directly, as opposed to saving it locally to your machine. It's really easy to set up too. You just go into your Mojo Packets setup, and you click on that. You'll get your API key. You plug that key in here, and you'll have your login, and then it will start pushing that packet capture up into the cloud. So that simplifies things. If you use Wireshark, there's a plugin that you'll load, and then you'll get the config, this little text config, again, from your account of Mojo Packets. Cut and paste that here, and you're good to go. Then Wireshark will send it right up into the cloud. All right, so those are ways to capture. Now, as far as the Mojo Packets, some of the new things that we added were the connectivity dashboard. And I know you can't read this, it's so, unfortunately it's very small, but if there's a problem, client with a problem, that would show up here, and if there were more than one, those clients would be listed down here, and then it'll tell you what the problem is, basically, as different categories. And this one, it is an EPO failure. So let's see, now frame view. This is really the heart and soul of Mojo Packets, is being able to look at the packet capture graphically. And I know this is too small for you to see, but basically along here, these are the different types of packets here listed here, from your authentication association and so on, and then your key, your handshaking here. And so as you go up, if you go higher, you're getting closer to connecting till finally you would connect and you'd see your data packets if you had a successful connection. So here we have a pattern that obviously it repeats itself. Now, basically we have the four-way handshake, and then we get a deauthentication, four-way handshake, deauthentication, four-way handshake. I didn't do this packet capture. I saw it up on Mojo Packets, and I reached out to the person that did it. I really didn't know what it was. Does anyone want to take a guess at what the problem was here, where you keep, after the four-way handshake, you keep getting deauth? It could be a number of things, probably, but in this particular case, it was a gaming system that was trying to connect to an AP that didn't have all the data rates that it needed to support. So it didn't have support for some of the data rates that were required, so it kept trying and then kept failing. What I did was, the person that did the packet capture, he didn't remember, well, he didn't know which one I was talking about. So what I did was I used our collaboration, and he actually said, can you send the link? So if you click here on the collaboration, you'll get this pop-up. And if you click that, I mean, you could send this to anyone. So you could send this to anyone. They don't have to have a Mojo Packets account, but once you send this link to them via email, they can click on that link, and then they can come in and they can look at it. By the way, this is not a static. This is, you can actually zoom in here, and it's a little tricky to do a live demo, but I may be able to, if I have a minute to, I have one kind of set there. So anyways, yeah, you could look at this and you could play it like a movie, so you could scroll out so deep. This is, we're here, you'd be able to go out in time, and you could just continue out, this trace would continue. So yeah, that's collaboration. It really makes it easy. Now on the performance side, we have a lot of performance dashboards, and I won't go through all of them, but we've tried to do is identify the things that you'll be interested in terms of, it's really hard for me to even see it here because I have this small, but in terms of frame size, or in terms of retry rate, RSSI distribution, worst RSSI to best RSSI, and so on. And so you'll get a lot of different performance metrics. And here, this is where one of Brian's, when he was using with Python and Panda, where he was talking about your back of the napkin, right? So here you can look at your, let's see, retry rates here, super small, average RSSI there, and then data rates and so on. So, and these are you can sort these. So if I click on this, I can see the clients with the highest retry rates, or the clients with the highest data rates or lowest data rates and so on. So you can see if a particular MAC address is whatever that client is having in the way of causing it to perform poorly. And let's see. In the visual frame view, one of the other things we added last year, actually it was, I think it was last year, we added this over in 2014, where this is right there in the back, you can't see it, but those are data packets in transmission and receive. And what we've done is if you click here and here, you get the superimposition of the data frame size and the data rates. So you can get an idea if, where the conversation may be going south and if you're getting poor performance. And here you have the sizes of the data rates and the frames, or data rates and frame sizes. Okay, pattern recognition, auto RCA. Going back to one of Brian's, another talk that he gave, he was talking about PSK failing at 2 of 4, right, step 2 of 4. Well, that's what's happening here. You see, you get the authentication association, and then it's 2 of 4, 2 of 4, 2 of 4. If I could zoom in here, you would see it's still at 2 of 4, so it keeps failing at 2 of 4. So we would know it's probably a bad PSK. Well, if we can determine that too, why not have the machine determine that? And that's actually what it does now. So it'll show you right down here that it's a bad PSK. So it does that for you. So for people that especially for people that don't know much about Wi-Fi, they can use this, and they don't have to know that at the mic failure 2 of 4 with bad PSK. It just tells you. So that's where we're going. And by the way, in the Mojo system, the wireless sound system, the Mojo Aware piece, we are further along in terms of root cause analysis, in terms of the types of failures that we can identify. So there's a little bit of a lag, but Mojo Packets will be catching up. Okay. The community. Yeah, I point this out because as a community, you'll want to go here, and we really want feature requests. We really love to get your input because it's a free tool, and so the more people use this and they can contribute with their ideas, the better it will become. So please do go there and submit your feature requests. And that's pretty much it. That's how we'll go to sign up.
Thank you very much. Great. As Jason's coming up.